Okay, folks, try this one on for size. This is Shedderich, welcoming you all to the latest impromptu, unscripted talk. It's not a rant, it's a talk. And tonight we talk about a variety of subjects. Some of it's going to be in the form of a one-liner, short, concise and pithy. For example, we're going to start with this one. Do you know the most effective form of suicide? The best way to kill yourself? Alright, I'll tell you. The best way to kill yourself is to sign up for a Facebook account. It's to sign up for a Facebook account. It's slow suicide. It's killing you. But the tragedy of it is you don't know you're dead. Right. Okay. The next subject is bullying. What does a bully thrive on? What does a bully need to see in the victim? I'll tell you what they need to see. They need to see fear. Soon as that bully can see fear in your eyes, in your voice, in your actions, in your behaviour, they've got you. They've got you. You're there, you're paralysed. You're like a fly in a spider's web. You're caught. You're not in control. They're in control of you. The fear is paralysing you. The fear is rendering you impotent, to coin a phrase. So you know how to eliminate fear. You get angry. Anger eliminates fear. You cannot, any psychologist worth their salt will tell you that you cannot possibly be angry and afraid at the same time. You just can't. They cancel each other out. One eliminates the other. You're either angry or you're frightened. You cannot be both. So get angry. Don't show fear. That's basically it, really. And they'll be able to see it. They'll be able to see it. And the thing with a bully, they don't need that much resistance. You don't have to give too much resistance to a bully. It's all in the attitude. It's all in the way you look at them. You just look at them and say, stop it. Just stop it. Yeah, without even, it's your body language. It's your whole demeanour. So basically, what have we covered? We've covered two subjects so far. We've covered the most insidious form of suicide, the suicide that you don't even know that it's happened, don't even know it's happening. Signing up for Facebook. Right, I cannot stress this too strongly. Really, you're dead. You're dead in the water on that thing. Anyway, and then next we deal with bullies. Anger's power. You get angry, you're in control. But this is a disclaimer. This is a disclaimer. Anger's like fire. It's a little bit like fire. Fire's good and fire's bad. Fire can be good. You light a candle, it can give warmth, it can give light. A candle, it's fire contained, fire in control, or fire that has been controlled. But fire which is out of control can burn your house down, can kill you. So anger, being like fire, needs to be kept in control. under control even. So you have the feeling of anger, but you're chastening that power. You're chastening it. You're not sort of letting it wreak havoc. It's not going to be like a forest fire, for example. It's going to be like it's going to be like a catalyst. It's going to bring out the correct degree of that anger from you. There's got to be control. There's got to be control. Anyway, yeah. Okay, the next bone of contention for Shedevich is, and has been for some time actually, it has been for some time, when you turn on your television, you want to be entertained, right? You don't want somebody telling you what passes as entertainment. I turn on my television, I see a proliferation. I nearly couldn't say it. It's such a good word. It blew me away. Proliferation. I see a proliferation of these so-called reality television shows. And not only that, but I see a proliferation of cookery shows. Now, you'd think, cookery shows are pretty harmless, they're pretty innocuous. How can a cookery show hurt you? It can't hurt you. But come on, does there really need to be so many of them? I mean, does there need to be like 1.5 hours on a Saturday morning, Saturday Kitchen live? Is that strictly necessary? And not only that, it doesn't stop there. There's other things as well. There's Come Dine With Me, MasterChef, Bake Off, this Bake Off, that Bake Off, Celebrity Bake Off, so-and-so Bake Off. Does there need to be so much of it? There is really an interminable and intolerable amount of cookery on the television. And even when a program isn't specifically about cookery, it has like a kitchen area. You'll be watching like a chat show, and they'll be sitting on the sofa, but interviewing someone, and then they'll interview someone else, and then, oh no, here it comes, They all get out of the seats, get up from the sofa, and they start walking somewhere. Where do they start walking to? There's a little kitchen at the back. They all walk over to the kitchen. There's a little chef standing there. They're talking about what they like to eat, how to make this, how to do that. My heart just... Sorry, it's really, for some time, it's been starting to get to me. And then I've been thinking, well, what is it all about? There's got to be a common denominator here. There's got to be something behind all this. And it's not cookery, and it's not eating. It's money. It's cheapness. It's cheap television. It's easy to produce, easy to make, low budget, low grade, low entertainment value television. Okay, so that's the cookery part of it out of the way. We know why that's happening. I've sussed it. I've got to the bottom of it. It's not right. Doesn't make for good television. It's not what you want for your license fee. You're paying good money for that crap, right? And then you've got the reality, that so-called reality. It's not real. It's not real to me. The celebrity jungle. Get me out of here. It's not a jungle. Hello, it's not a proper jungle. These women and men and people going into the jungle, I specify women for one reason and one reason alone. These women you see on this celebrity jungle, get me out of here, whatever it's called, when they lift their arm up, shaved armpit. Come on, it's a jungle. Shouldn't have shaved armpits in a jungle. If it was a proper jungle, there'd be hairy armpit. They wouldn't have access to razors and all these pampering and preening themselves. Come on. That ain't right. You're going to put someone in a jungle, put them in a proper jungle, and leave them there for a week. It's artificial. It's not right. It's not kosher. There's something wrong. It's a load of irritating non-entities, has-beens, nothing. They've never seen a celebrity. That program's never seen a celebrity. Come on, it's artificial, it's phony, it's crap. You deserve better. You deserve better for your license fee. And when you press that on-off switch on your television, you deserve better. I deserve better. Okay, the television, it's gone down steadily over the years, a steady decline, a steady deterioration of content, of programming. They are taking the mickey. Yeah, control. I could have said the other one. I could have said they're taking it, but I'm not gonna. They're taking the mickey. Right. Okay. So I've got that off my chest. There are some good programs on the telly, not many, but it's probably you've got to pick your channel. BBC4, I would say, is one of the best channels out. You get culture, you get educated, you get informed. It's television has got to meet that criteria for me. It's got to inform. It's got to educate. It's got to be, there's got to be nothing phony about it. It's got to be genuine. And it's got to entertain. Right, okay. Okay, I think we're just going to cover one more subject before I sign off. You can get too much of a good thing, You really can get too much of a good thing. It's quality, not quantity. So one more subject, and I'll sign off. Okay, so basically, I want to talk about two polarized subjects here. I want to talk about addiction, and I want to talk about freedom, and I want to talk about the rather controversial subject that one is the other. Freedom can be addiction. Freedom, we all know what we perceive freedom, like, being free, being untethered, or, you can do what you want. Go on, David. You're a free rein. You're like a kid in a sweet shop. That's the sweet shop. You don't need any money. There you go. Take whatever takes your fancy. There you go. Go on, and you leave a kid in a sweet shop. What's going to happen to that kid in the sweet shop? You're giving that kid freedom. You're saying, take any sweet you want. What will happen is that it'll be absolutely, hang on a minute.
Let me show you why I wanted
that wasn't on the agenda. Anyway, right, back to subject. Back on track again. Put a kid in a sweet shop. They're going to eat so many sweets, they're going to have bellyache. Literally, it's just going to have bellyache. It's just going to be too much for them. Yeah, you're giving them freedom, but they're taking that freedom. That isn't really the example I want to use. I want to use like proper addictions, like addiction to drugs or something like that. You are free to take drugs. You're free to do it. I know you get into trouble for it. You know, a bit of a disclaimer here. You will get into trouble. Some of them are illegal. So, you know, I'm not telling you to do it. I'm saying if someone wanted to do it, they're going to do it. It's the freedom. You feel you have that freedom to do it, and you do it. But that freedom leads to addiction. It doesn't end. The freedom, it's like there's a sting in the tail to all this lot. There's a sting in the tail. Oh, you don't drink. Oh, you don't take drugs. Oh, you don't watch internet pornography. Oh, you're boring. You're boring. What do you do with your time then? What do you do? Oh, you must lead a boring life if you don't drink and take drugs. Come on, it's an illusion. It's an illusion. These things, they have an appeal, they have an attraction. They lure you in. They lure you in. And then, once they've got you, they enslave you. You know, you have the freedom to sin, but you also have the freedom from sin. The freedom from sin is more important than the freedom to sin. I mean, I could go on forever, but I think I've made my point. I feel I've illustrated my point. Those who sin are a slave to sin. Those who take drugs are a slave to drugs. Those who drink alcohol are a slave to alcohol. Those who watch internet pornography are a slave to internet pornography. And it's, you know, something else, another bit of a factor here is that it's not the thing itself, like it's not the drugs themselves, it's not the internet pornography itself. It's the people you deal with, the people you've got to deal with. These aren't nice people. Drug dealers aren't nice people. You know, you have to deal with those people in order to get the drug. You know, to go on internet pornography, you've got to go on these really dodgy websites where you can pick up every virus going, every flipping Trojan horse, every flipping malware or whatever they call them. You know, every computer virus going. Most of them you get from internet porn sites. It's the people you're dealing with. So, no, you don't need to do it. No, you're not boring if you don't do it. No, it just means you're filling your time with more productive, more edifying pursuits, leisure activities. Don't become enslaved. Be in control. You have that choice. You have the option. No one can make you do it. You know, don't, oh, it just happened. Oh, I couldn't help it. You help it because you choose to do it. You're helping yourself to do it. If you've got a real problem with it, then just say no. Just say, no, I'm not doing it. No, I'm not going to be made to do it. No, I'm not going to be conditioned or feel conditioned to do it. And with that, I think you've heard enough. I think you've seen enough. This is Shedderich signing off. Thank you and good night.